Good morning, good evening, or good night to all the people watching. In today's video, we'll be speaking about things that I gave up that I recommend you give up too. The first thing is that chasing a woman is a thing you should give up. I mean, don't solid go out there and chase them, seeking them out and, yeah, I want that woman. No. You need to live your own life. You need to use your own time to chase your own goals. The more you focus on yourself, the more you're going to attract women overall. Not this stupid ideology of, yeah, I'm going to be focusing on myself and women are automatically going to come to me. No, you need to still realize that if you want a woman down the line, you need to speak to women, you need to approach women, but you need to stop idolizing them and thinking about them 24/7. If you think about women 24/7, you are basically putting them on a pedestal and yeah, she's worthy like a goddess. When I removed women from the pedestal and I crumbled the entire interior of the thought process and started to put my goals up on there, and I'm starting to think every night, did I improve on anything towards my goals? If the answer is no, then I'll continue working harder tomorrow. But I can't deny that every now and then you think about women, right? But that's beside the point. If you're chasing goals, your own goals, you'll automatically attract women because you're building confidence, you're building yourself, you're building an empire, you're building your own castle brick by brick, but you need a solid foundation. Like, you see a beautiful woman walking down the street. Of course, approach her, say hello, and if she rejects you, fair enough, move on with your own life. Forgive and forget. You learn from those 5 minutes you got rejected. It's life. One thing I want you to understand is, if you can envision, like, not your ideal perfect partner, because perfect doesn't exist. I mean, can you envision your type of woman? Like, let's say, let's throw it out there. Let's say you are a Christian man and you're looking for a Christian woman. Good. You have your standards, like you believe God is the pathway and you want a woman that worships God. Good. Good for you. But if you have no sort of clue of what woman you want, I'd recommend thinking of at least just what qualities or what are you looking specific in a woman. Not the bullshit sort of way, just yeah, she needs to have a thick ass, she needs a nice cleavage, and she has to have an hourglass shape. That's just body. I mean, what personality traits would you like her to be? Would you like her to be feminine? Would you like her to be a little different? Like, do you like emo women, goth chicks, stuff like that? Do you like people with tattoos? Just to give you an example. And when you, for example, have like an idea of what your woman would be, the biggest mistake you can do is actually going out there and just like, yep, I'm looking for this specific type of woman. She has a nice ass. Okay, scanning. There you go. No. I mean, just if you have an opportunity to speak someone, take the opportunity. And I'm not saying that go out hunting for every single individual that, oh, you saw a woman there, you got rejected. Moving on to the next one that just came over there. No, that is hunting and being creepy. The main point is stop chasing them, but if an opportunity arises to speak to them, be humble and be respectful and just, hey, for example, yeah, if you have your own sort of pickup line, go for it. If you know someone is single and you're interested in them, hit them up and stop wasting your time. But the main focus in your brain should be chase your goals and chase your dreams and chase your desires in order to get to the point where you want to be. The second thing I gave up was begging. When you beg someone to stay, when you beg for attention, when you beg overall, it is most of the time seen as weakness. I remember when it was a few period of time in my life where I was actually a beggar myself. never got what I wanted. I looked weak, and it was just, why is my question. The biggest example I have of this is, I remember when I was in a relationship once. The relationship ended, and I remember it was actually, she begged me to come back at some point, like a few months later. I disappeared. Oh, not this alpha sigma male bullshit or whatever the fuck it is. Just, no. Just, the relationship ended for a certain reason. I disappeared. I cut her off. I didn't want anything to do with her anymore. And I moved on with my life. That's just the only example and the only time I've ever done that, to be fairly honest. Number 3 is complain about situations. Complaining is completely normal. And it happens. Like, things didn't go according to plan. God fucking damn it. I've been standing here for 3 hours straight doing the same sort of thing. It doesn't work out. Complaining, venting, same thing-ish. The more you complain about certain things, the more you complain and complain and complain about situations like, oh, my room's messy. Oh, the dishes aren't done. Man, I need to fucking go to work later on. Ugh. You're creating a negative mindset. And the more you complain about certain things, your brain automatically picks up on it. And the next time you're going to do the same task later on, there's a higher possibility that the complaining is already stored in your subconsciousness or your brain overall. And it's just going to be dragged out. Like, yeah, great. I don't like this thing already. It's going to take time. But if you think differently about it and be more grateful for the situation itself and try to even force a positive reinforcement, like, yep, my room is a mess. At least I have a room. I will get to it when I get to it. I need structure. I am grateful for that I have a room. Because when you positive reinforcement and you tell yourself positive sort of things, it kind of motivates you too and tricks your brain to think, yeah, wait, I actually got a half an hour. Why not just start? And then when you start and you get movement, and then you're just in the zone, and then you just continue. So I replaced complaining with just gratitude overall. Number 4 is attention seeking. Seeking attention overall as a man, it's honestly, it's not really sexy. But wanting attention is a human being experience. Like, every now and then, I remember that there was a period of time in my life where I have gone 3 or 4 weeks of consistently going to the gym, doing the same sort of thing, coming back home, posting YouTube videos, and having the same sort of structure. But I lacked my social life. I didn't gotten a hug for some time, so I was thinking, something is missing. I want attention. So what I did was, I just went upstairs, or I just went to visit my parents, found Dad, and just said, hey, can I have a hug? Yeah, not an issue. And there's nothing wrong with wanting reinforcement, a hug, or some attention at times, because it's a human sort of being. But when you're constantly seeking attention from everyone or specific individuals, especially people that don't give a shit about you, you're wasting your time and energy. For example, I remember when I was in my my last relationship, when I wanted attention, it didn't take that much, because, well, I loved that woman at the time, and when I sought out the attention, well, I got it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, when you're in a relationship, seeking attention is a completely different sort of thing compared to seeking attention from other situations. Instead of seeking attention, I would just work. Simple as that. Validation. Validation is approval is the last sort of thing. I'm going to speak more about approval. Quit seeking validation from everyone else. and quit trying to seek approval from everyone. Yesterday, I shaved my beard off in order to see how it would do with a mustache. Quite frankly, it didn't suit me. I shaved it off later that same day because personal opinion was I didn't like it. Didn't roll with it, so I removed it. Now I'm just gonna go back to growing my beard, and that's pretty much it. But I didn't seek the validation and I didn't seek the approval of someone else. Okay, I kind of did seek validation and approval from family, but that's it. Family is completely different from just total strangers or people that don't like you. But other than that, seeking validation and approval from people overall, it's a waste of time. If you have an idea, if there's something specific you want to do it. Don't tell people you're going to do specific things. Just automatically do it and just get it over with. I mean, I remember the first time I got the great example I have is the tattoo on my thigh. Damn, my legs are thick. I remember that the first thing I did, I was basically 18 years old, 5 years ago. Holy shit, this is a long time ago. I remember I asked my parents and I asked family members. Some said, go for it. Other didn't approve. But later that year, I wanted a tattoo so badly that without the approval from family or friends, I just did it. I got it. I came home and I remember very, very well that my mom just, what's that? Oh, it's a tattoo. What do you do? Why? It's permanent. The typical sort of mom reaction. It's natural, it's nice, it's lovely, it's wholesome. They're just concerned for you and stuff like that. And from that point forward, it was my journey to get tattoos overall because I've always had a fascination of art overall. And yes, I know it's permanent. I've gotten that question 10,000 times before. But I'm not doing it for someone else. I'm doing it because this is something I want. This is something that I have always wanted since I was young. I've always liked art. I've always been a creative person. So there are a few things in my life that I want tattooed to my body. And not only do I love tattoos, I find it very, very cool and sexy at the same time, having things that resemble sort of different things. That's pretty much it. The top 5 things I gave up. Recommend the same thing for you. A quick sum up: stop chasing women, quit begging, stop complaining about life situations, stop being attention seeking, quit validation and approval. Just do things that you want. It is you versus you. Fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. Take care.